Hey everybody, it's Joanne. I'm on here with my first rant. Yesterday, if you have been watching, was the January 6th hearings. It was the fourth day of the hearings, and there certainly was a lot to listen and learn and hopefully respond to in some type of way. From what I've been hearing from a lot of my friends, they were saying that they were upset. Some people were saying they were crying, they were mad, they were angry. And I heard a lot of buzz about these two special ladies, Ruby Freeman, aka Lady Ruby, and Shay Moss. Please stay tuned to my next video where I'll discuss those two ladies. But I wanted to talk to you about what's upsetting me this morning and breaking news of information that just came in. So let me just talk about Rusty Bowers. Rusty Bowers is the current Speaker of the Arizona House of Representatives. She was asked to be a witness for the January 6th hearings that were yesterday. It's the fourth session that they have had, and talk about the conversations that he had with both Rudy Giuliani, who was the former president's attorney at the time, and also directly with President Donald Trump at the time. Don't just take my word for it. Let's listen in to Rusty Bowers.
And I said, look, you are asking me to do something that is counter to my oath when I swore to the Constitution to uphold it. And I also swore to the Constitution and the laws of the state of Arizona. And this is totally foreign as an idea or a theory to me. And I would never do anything of such magnitude without deep consultation with qualified attorneys. And I said, I've got some good attorneys, and I'm going to give you their names. I do not want to be a winner by cheating. Tens of thousands of voicemails and texts, which saturated our offices and we were unable to work. It is the new pattern, or a pattern in our lives, to worry what will happen on Saturdays, because we have various groups come by and they have had video panel trucks with videos of me proclaiming me to be a pedophile and a pervert and a corrupt and politician, and blaring loudspeakers in my neighborhood, arguing and threatening with neighbors and with myself. But there was one gentleman that had the 3 bars on his chest, and he had a pistol and was threatening my neighbor, a daughter who was gravely ill, who was upset by what was happening outside.
So that was a lot. But even more so, Rusty said under oath that not only was his wife, his dying child, he said, was directly impacted by the death threats and people coming to his home. Some man came to his neighbor's home with a gun. And he went on and on about how this has impacted his life with the threats and the harassment, and how it went on for such a long time, and how he felt so unsafe. And he was near tears. He was holding back tears, explaining all of this. And not to mention, he directly spoke about his own moral issues, about his code of ethics, about his oath to the office that he serves, and the Constitution. And he really was passionate about that. That's really when he started to tear up. And, you know, he stated and quoted Ronald Reagan, you know, about the transfer of peaceful power transition, and how this has never happened in the history of our country, about a president trying to disrupt the peaceful power of transition. It's one of the most beautiful things about our country, and the things that we as Americans have historically been proud of. So it comes to my surprise this morning that I am reading that Steve Bowers has told AP that not only would he vote for Trump in 2024 if he ran against Biden, but that he thought he did a great job up until the COVID part. So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people that clearly don't have everything up here. It's crazy to me because everybody was, giving him kudos this morning. This is what you need to listen to. He's a patriot. Hillary Clinton had tweeted out about, listening to what he had said probably before we all realized what he said about voting for Trump in 2024. So it is I'm always saying this, but it's like nothing shocks me, but at the same time I get shocked. So I guess it's a good thing to be shocked because it's a good thing to have, feelings still. And that means that I'm still a feeling person, which I want to be. But it's very upsetting, and I feel it's a slap in the face to definitely his family, first and foremost, to the country, to the poll workers that have quit because, as I stated before, we'll talk more about Ruby and her daughter Shay, but they're no longer employed. It's not in the same state, but it's still the same country, for the same election. And so many countless people that have been threatened. I know in Arizona, in his state, that there probably is a lot of people that were election poll workers and no longer have that position because they're too scared to be election poll workers, which is a shame on our country. So, ultimately, I just want to say I'm giving him no kudos. Any warm, fuzzy thoughts I had listening to him are gone, and I think it's just he's such a disgrace, and it's even more of a slap in the face. Stay tuned. I do want to talk to you guys more about Lady Ruby and Shay. Those are two very special ladies that made a difference this election process, being poll workers and working for 10 plus years. Unfortunately, they both have resigned, but I want to talk about these special women and what they have contributed to our country, because I think they deserve their flowers. Hit that follow button, whichever way it is on the screen. It could be down here, depending where you're watching this at. And I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.